Well, hello!
Hello!
Hi!
My name
Is
Stuart,
and my
name
is
Joel.
wait.
And
No, we didn't.
welcome
Well,
to
Welcome
to You Are Cordially Re-Invited to the wedding reception and wake of Stuart Williams and Joel Dávila, respectively. It is so good to be back. My hands are covered in chocolate milk right now.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. Well, they'll be sticky for later.
Yeah.
As a treat.
As a treat.
Something to really boost my day.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
Better than ever.
Yeah. Still reigning champions of the longest show title in the
Yes.
given festival.
We're very proud of that. We worked very hard.
Yeah.
For it.
For those of you who weren't here for this show's predecessor, it was you're cordially invited to the wedding and funeral of Stuart Williams, Joel Dávila, respectively.
And naturally, this is the evolution of that.
Right. And we need to continue on from there.
Yes.
So next show, I think, will be you are cordially re-invited to the what was it? The
It was
after
the
party?
amicable but bitter divorce and 3-day-long resurrection of Stuart Williams and Joel Dávila, respectively. Yes.
Naturally.
So that'll round out this first trilogy, and
Yeah.
then we do have plans for another prequel trilogy.
Yes.
The first of those being
You are cordially pre-invited
to the meet cute
and street crossing
of
Stuart Williams and Joel Dávila.
respectively.
Then afterwards we move on to the
You are cordially
pre-invited
to the first date
and accident.
Stuart Williams
And Joel Dávila, respectively.
And to round out this prequel trilogy, we have You're
You're
Cordially
cordially
Pre-Invited.
pre-invited
That's
to-
gone. You're Cordially Pre-Invited to the anniversary and
Life support pulling of
Stuart Williams and Joel Dávila,
respectively. And you know, I think it is a little bad that we gave the game away. I know a lot of shows are gunning for the longest title
Yes.
in the thing, but
Yes.
I think I'm confident that we'll.
Yeah, I'm confident. We
We also-
have a pretty sizable lead on the runner-up, that being
Yeah, the show that actually just wrapped up. The everything you're about to see is normal and okay.
beat them by 9 words.
9 words. Yeah, we did a whole essay war.
Incredible.
Yeah, and yeah, well, we do have a sequel.
Yes,
in the
we
works
do.
as
We
well.
have plans for sequel trilogy. We're
Yeah.
just waiting for that Disney buyout to go through.
Yeah, we are selling out as soon as this is over.
Lots and lots of layers. Yes.
Oh, cool. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
A few seats. Go ahead, find them around. So, alright,
You are.
yeah, all right, goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen. So,
Well, before we get going, we'd actually like to do a really quick warm-up with
Yeah.
everyone in the audience. I promise this will be very fast.
yeah, so could everyone just stand up really quickly?
Take a really quick stand and on those fingers. Is that everyone?
I think so, and...
All right, great work, guys.
Yeah, go ahead and have a seat. Thank you all very much. Really nice. Yeah, so we actually didn't warm up, though.
We didn't,
So we
so-
need to take care of that.
If you spill this, I'll cancel the sequels. Don't think I won't.
No, please, Disney is giving us so much money for this coveted show.
So if you guys could just
yeah,
hold
just
up,
hang tight.
Hold tight.
Red ball.
Red ball, thank you. Red ball.
Red ball, thank you. Red ball.
Red ball, thank you. Red ball.
Red ball, thank you.
Green ball.
Green ball, thank you.
Blue ball.
Blue ball, thank
Purple
you. Purple ball.
Orange
thank you.
ball.
Orange ball,
Red
thank you.
ball.
Red ball,
Red
thank you.
ball.
Red ball, thank you.
Red
Red
ball.
ball, thank you.
Red ball.
Red ball, thank you. Red ball.
Red ball, thank you.
Red ball.
Red ball, thank you. Red ball, thank you. Orange ball, thank you.
Purple ball.
Purple ball, thank you.
Blue ball.
Blue ball, thank you.
Green ball.
Green ball, thank you.
Red ball.
Red ball, thank you.
Okay, so I feel pretty warm.
Yeah. A little too warm. Actually, I think I need to go cool down.
Yeah, which is why we're so excited to introduce our first guest.
Yes, our very first guest
Yes.
of the evening.
You know, the person who means a lot to you.
Means a
very
lot to me.
specifically.
I've watched him grow a lot, and I'm really very proud of him for everything he's done.
So, folks,
Please put
welcome
your hands
to the
together
stage.
and welcome to the stage, my son.
Hi, Dad.
Get up.
Can we go to the park?
Red Bull.
No, we're not doing that. Hey, you threw that behind you as well.
Yeah. Probably hit someone with it.
Yeah. Well, since we've already made such a huge deal about spilling these and canceling the
We have, yeah.
let's talk about them.
Let's talk about them. So these beverages, for those in the audience who know us, these are our coveted beverage of choice. Myself, a Dr. Pepper, and
myself, a chocolate milk. Yes. Normal size chocolate milk.
Standard size. That's usually what you drink.
Right. Yeah, these drinks have caused us a lot of, a lot of happiness, a lot of pain, a lot of
great misery,
yes,
and bountiful boons.
Yes. Good word.
Thank you.
Yeah, this stuff sent me to the hospital one time.
Almost twice.
Almost twice.
How'd that happen, Joel?
Well, you see, freshman year, it was about 3-4 years ago. 4 years ago. Holy shit. That's
Don't even just keep going. Just keep
anyway.
going.
But yeah, in the student cafeteria, for those of you who don't know, there is a chocolate milk machine that you get unlimited access to at all times. So, I would have 3 glasses of chocolate milk per meal, 3 meals a day, and over the course of 8 weeks, I gave myself a kidney stone. That did send me to the hospital.
That was a nasty one.
Yeah, I dry heaved in 2 separate Ubers. I went to an urgent care first, and they were like, "Hey, if you're experiencing any sort of pain in that area, we just recommend sending you straight to the hospital." So they were like, "We could call an ambulance for you," and being a business savvy executive like I am, I opted for an Uber. An Uber. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so then I went to the hospital, which would be bad enough if I didn't almost do the exact same thing in the almost exact same time frame the next year.
next quarter.
Yeah, next quarter. Actually,
right
it was a month later.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And what's funny about that is that chocolate milk, yes, can give you kidney stones, but I found this out recently. Apparently, Dr. Pepper is probably the soda that is most likely to give you kidney stones.
It says it on the back here.
Yeah. And audience, would you like to guess how many kidney stones I have gotten from drinking just as much, if not more, Dr. Pepper than Joel?
Yeah, keep in mind, I've done a detox in that time. Stuart continues to drink Dr. Pepper. How many kidney stones?
5.
0.
0.
Oh.
None.
What?
Zip.
Zap.
No.
Okay.
Cutting that right there.
Fair. We already warmed up.
We did.
So, yeah, I think that's incredibly unfair, to be honest with you, but,
Get better kidneys.
well. Oh, if only.
That's implications.
Don't worry about it. You're right. What are you doing on the show? Do you have an ice tub full of bath? I just genuinely flubbed that. No, but at least we have very similar and very distinguished eating habits
Yes,
as
and
well.
less than stellar.
Yes.
As well.
For
yeah,
but we were last year we were locals at a local Chicago eatery, someplace here in the city.
Doesn't feel like the right word.
It was within the city limits at least.
True. Eatery just feels off.
But it is an eatery.
All right, you're beating around the bush. For longer than I'm proud of, an entire school year, Joel and I were regulars at the Subway.
Woo!
Yeah, you shouldn't cheer for that.
No, it was one of the shameful moments of our entire lives.
Yeah. But no, we were, because we had a night class on every Thursday night for the entirety of our junior year.
Yeah.
And on our way home from that night class, there was a Subway right next to the train station. So we had pretty good reason, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely worse reasons to become regulars at Subway.
Exactly, and there are worse places to be a regular at. Can you imagine an Arby's? Just in general.
I was having trouble picturing it. That's why I didn't say anything.
I understand.
But yeah, no. So my typical order, it got to the point with the people who was working. Well, it was really just one woman who was working there. I think she always worked at closing shift, but she got to know us and our order. So my personal order was a footlong on Italian urban cheese.
The only choice.
Naturally. Turkey, bacon, provolone, mayonnaise, toasted, out the door.
Mayonnaise before you toasted?
No. I toasted.
Toasted then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The sandwich itself was toasted.
Got it.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's what I mean.
Could be better.
Yeah. I mean, well, well, it worked for me.
Yeah,
so
it works for you.
Yeah.
It works for you.
What was your story?
I personally went for, say it with me, foot long on Italian herb and cheese. Oh,
no one
don't
said
say
it. Yeah.
I feel that one for a while. So I got a foot long on Italian herb and cheese, and then I like to keep it simple with my sandwiches, so I went with ham, provolone, shredded cheddar, toasted, extra toasted, because the first toast never toasts the cheese right. It's always too not melted. So extra toasted, and then I throw in tomatoes, mayo, close it, cut it back, done. And that was. Do you think I can't see you?
I can't see you.
So yeah, it got to the point where whenever we deviated in any fashion whatsoever from our regulars,
like maybe adding a vegetable every once in a while. I would put a spinach on there.
If you were feeling crazy.
Yeah, if I was feeling on the health kick. Yeah, they would notice. Actually, they would notice and be like, "Oh, we're trying something new this week," even though it's the same exact sandwich with one new ingredient.
I actually one time ordered. I was feeling real crazy.
Right.
I went for a meatball sub. Place almost exploded.
Well, that might have been on account of the bombs that we put underneath.
Maybe. But,
right. To make sure that they kept serving us every Thursday.
We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never figure that out.
There were some characters at that subway.
Oh my god, yeah. There was one guy who I think he worked the shift before the closing shift, right? And he he got to know us every so often. Every so often our class would get out early, and we would just head over, and he would be there. And I think a better way to talk about this guy is to talk about a story with him. Now, not to throw some names under the bus, but there were two more regulars with us. Caroline Kuntz, right over there.
Woo!
Hi, Caroline. Don't applaud for her being a regular at a subway.
Shouldn't applaud that for anyone.
Yeah.
Not even us.
And Lazarus Howell. Yeah. He was also right
So the two of them joined us as regulars at Subway for a while, and we once went in, and Lazarus was actually was nominated for an award.
Several awards. For excellence in black art, if I'm not mistaken.
And I believe he won. Is that right?
Yeah, you won several.
At least one. Won
three.
Wow.
Yeah. 3 awards for excellence in black art. Yes, give him a round of applause. But unfortunately, the ceremony took place on a Thursday. Subway night. Ridiculous.
So the three of us walk in, and Lazarus isn't there, and the first thing this guy does is go, "Oh, where's your friend?" Right. Immediately, right off the bat.
Right, yeah.
No,
we were the crew. We were the Thursday crew. So,
and we tell him that he's being nominated for an award. And he could have just stopped right there.
Right, yeah.
Like,
and then stop there, started taking our order.
Yep.
He could have. He didn't.
What did he say?
He kept pressing it. He was like, "Oh, why aren't you at that award show?"
We weren't invited.
And we told him that. And he kept pressing it home. He puts our sandwiches in the toaster. So friends support friends, right?
Why didn't you crash? Why didn't you crash it?
Right.
Should have.
We had class.
So many times.
Wrapping up our sandwich.
Just throughout the entire sandwich making process
Check
at this
us out.
local Chicago eatery, he could have ended the conversation, and he followed us on the train home. Just kept pressing that.
Yeah, he clocked out right as we did.
It was insane.
So
really
yeah.
weird.
But he was at least like he is someone in my head who doesn't live as like a myth. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But there are these two cretins.
Cretins is a great word.
Thank you. We're pulling out good words.
We're pulling out good words.
It's still sticky from the chalky milk.
A little bit.
Okay. Interesting.
You don't have to wash this.
Right. Well. Oh well.
So this happened after this guy incident, and we had already gotten our sandwiches and we're sitting down. And we were actually earlier. We got
like maybe an hour or two.
Yeah. So we're sitting with our sandwiches and we're eating, and then these two kids walk in.
Yeah. Probably like at 12, like end of elementary school, early middle school.
Yay high, would you
high.
say? Yay
Yeah.
high. And they walk in, and they're completely unsupervised. It seems no parent or guardian or adult with them. And they walk in and they go up to the counter to order their sandwich. And I cannot stress enough the words I'm about to utter are not my own, these are the words that came out of the mouth of this child. He walks up to the counter and goes, and I quote, "Can I get a 6-inch no homo?" Now, I don't know about all of you, but I never thought that what was then in the year of our Lord 2022, that I would hear the words no and then homo in a Subway sandwich come out of the mouth of a real human boy. And yet there we were.
Yet we were.
Truly mythical.
Right. Yeah. They live figments of my imagination now.
And it's the reason, like, we saw this happen and
Right.
we're like,
Oh
sure.
yeah, like I did. We had already sat down. We were across the restaurant. You don't know how we know that we heard them?
Yeah.
It was because the person who was taking the order just looked at him and went, "Which type of bread?"
There is no time for shenanigans at Subway.
Right. None whatsoever. Otherwise, you can't eat fresh.
If you're in a Subway,
You must.
if you're in a Subway and you don't eat fresh, they're gonna get you.
So anyway, you were at the dentist the other day.
I was at the dentist the other day, Joel.
You were yeah, not even the way comedians say the other day, where it's
Yeah.
like it was genuinely the other day.
Genuinely the other day, I was at the dentist. And I've actually to confess something to you all here right now. For longer than I'm proud of, for many, many years, I was under the impression that dentists weren't real. I had just assumed for so long that they were a made-up profession by comedians to tell semi-relatable anecdotes about their days and their stand-up routines. But no, it turns out that is a real, honest-to-God medical profession.
Yeah.
Somehow. And I went to one.
Yeah. So
And I got some less than stellar news because it's been years since I went to
right.
one.
Well, how many years do you think? Like, when was the last time you went? Do you think?
Well, I know I didn't go in high school, so it would have to have been middle school or elementary.
So like 9-10 years.
9-10 years.
Okay. So let's do a poll amongst everyone right now. Think in your head. How many cavities do you think Stuart had in the close to a decade he had not seen or heard of a dentist?
Yeah. And keep in mind, this is my beverage of choice. I drink so much of it that I'm scared of the answer. So we're gonna give you guys a
5 seconds,
countdown.
and then
9,
7,
9,
8,
all right. If you guessed 21, you are incorrect.
Gotcha. I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
No, it was 9.
Yeah.
Not a good number.
No. Do people even have 21 teeth?
I'm actually, Joel, I'm not sure. Come here.
Oh God.
1, 2. Does this feel central? This feels central. That's better. 4, 5, 6. Hey, Joel, you have like a lot of white specks on the bottom of your teeth. When was the last time you went to the dentist?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about balance there.
Yeah.
Need to take a second?
No, I think we're good. We'll take a quick swig.
Quick swig.
Let's-
Always down for a quick swig. My teeth are unhealthy. And with that, I think it's time for our next guest
Yes.
of the show.
Our final guest of the evening.
Yes.
Well, guests.
Guests.
Plural.
Yes, plural.
Yeah. People that we are, come a long way.
Yeah.
We are excited to see where they go next. We think you're really going to like them.
Yes.
Folks, please welcome to the stage our sons! And that's our show!